Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I want to talk to you about kindness. I want to talk to you about the kindness that we can give to strangers. I want to talk about the kindness that we can give to ourselves. I want to talk about the importance of kindness. I think, let's just start with ourselves. We are probably the meanest to ourselves than we are to anybody else in the world. If we said things to our friends like we say to ourselves, we would probably find that we were very much alone. Because we beat up on ourselves all the time. We call ourselves stupid. We swear at ourselves. Even if we do it in jest, it still brings this negative connotation. And it's like anything. You hear it often enough and you'll start to believe it. So we need to start by being kind to ourselves. We need to be kind to our family. We need to show compassion. We need to show patience. We need to show just kindness. If somebody's had a bad day and they come home and they take it out on you, you've got to understand that it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the day that they've gone through. It has to deal with what it is that they're processing in their brains. It has to do with them maybe not being kind to themselves. And so we need to take ourselves out of the picture and look at it from an observer's point of view and see that it has nothing to do with us, but it has to do with them. And that's not always easy to do. I totally recognize that. 120% I recognize that. But really it's our best way forward. We need to show kindness to strangers. We need to show kindness in ways that make us uncomfortable. I don't mean uncomfortable in a weird way, but I mean uncomfortable that, if you see somebody struggling, you need to lend them a helping hand. If you see somebody who's just having a bad day, a smile, a hug, depending on who it is, what the situation is, obviously always stay safe, but just think about if you were in that position, what would make you feel better? Instead of walking by people on the street who are homeless and who are just trying to get through the day, offer them a little bit of compassion. Maybe buy them a coffee or, just speak to them. They're human beings instead of ignoring them. And I'm bad for that. Like I have to make a pointed effort every time something like that happens to not just pretend the person is invisible, because that's my go-to. So I need to do more of that. So many people in this world, everybody really in this world, lives a life that we know nothing about. They've gone through pain and sorrow and trauma, and there are parts of them that are hidden from us, generally speaking. And so we need to show compassion. We need to show kindness to those people, particularly when they're struggling, particularly when they're on unstable ground, when they're trying to find their way forward. Kindness doesn't cost us anything. Kindness is the biggest gift that we can give to somebody else. And the world would be so much brighter if we would just show more compassion and more kindness to one another in this world. There'd be such less strife, so many fewer wars, so much more brightness and laughter and loving. So just show a little bit more kindness. That's what I'm using for today. Have a great one, everyone.